He's gonna purge me now. Do I just play? What is this? It's fucked up. I have no cooldown now. That's so fucked. Dude, that's actually so bullshit, man. I sap and I win there and I DC, chat. Like, what the fuck is that?
Right,
come on.
Bro!
That's a bit better. Okay, I'm gonna
How
do a countdown.
bullcrap was that?
5 seconds.
I'm sorry.
Were you watching? Were you watching my
I
pop
saw
or?
your POV, yeah, man.
I did not press anything.
Dude,
I feel so bad, bro. I really
it's
do.
okay.
press
I'm kind of
anything.
over it. It's just the
You're
little
free.
mega
You're
fan.
free from the tournament clutches
I don't
now,
know.
man.
I'm
But
not
that is a
pressing
horrible way to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy, dude. But you had that duel, man. Dude, you had the sap.
know.
He was low health. You had the kill con, and you DC, bro.
You saw I broke all the totems.
Yes, I
sapped,
saw
I
it.
cheap shot it,
Yes.
not break, and it resisted, and I was going for a re-cheap and win. But dude, you know what's crazy? I already told my chat I like Cdew, but his mega fans are saying I lost that. It's like,
No,
how
listen,
are you
I
that
love
divisional?
Cdew. Cdew is amazing, but you had that right there.
That was
he
in
was
the
dead.
bag.
He was dead.
100%.
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah,
Cdew is amazing. He's super great, but that was your win.
I love Cdew too, but his fans are.
Are you watching the PS0 duel now?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, who do you think is gonna win this one?
Dude, Mez is really good.
Wait, you see that opener? The sleeping dust into like the
Oh, are we let me
freeze?
refresh. Maybe I'm
watching from PS0 POV.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I'm a little behind. Let me catch up.
Bot stuff, thank you.
I am the danger.
Oh, he didn't get the actual opener because he was sitting on the flare, but he's going in for like the... Dude, there's so much to kite, man. If Mess can get distance on Pshero, this is bad for him.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Ooh. He's already using all of his cooldowns as well. I don't know why he doesn't have his pet out, though. You think he's just saving up the pet in case?
I think he's saving it for the next scatter trap so he could potentially eat it with the pet.
Yeah, that's true. There's the pet coming out. Also, he has a fat popped as well. And now he can't even like blind him. He could go for like a big kidney here, but the counter attack proc.
Oh, there's the blind.
Yeah.
Oh, he has the mushroom.
Oh, yeah, he has the mushroom, so he can't blind him.
Mez is insane. That was insane mushroom.
It's the mushroom
my
from
God. Naga quest.
Yeah, exactly. You pick it up in the hinterlands.
Dude, I think Mez takes this.
I think so too, dude. It's looking bad for Piers. Oh, yeah, he's dead. Piers is...
He has a scatter trap. Yeah.
Yeah, and he has a flare coming up. That's a rip for Piers.
Guzu, I wish I died like a warrior's death.
He's not like a hero, like not DC.
I want to fight and die, not DC and lose, man.
Shoot,
I feel like I could have taken the rogue, man.
God.
The
Feral Druid is a lot more scary than like Balance. Or Resto Balance, whatever it's called.
Yeah. The Druid is changing up his gear, though.
Yeah, he has True Strike shoulders on. Wait, he actually might be Feral. Sitting in the bear let the rogue get the opener. So if he's not playing Feral, what he wants to do is he wants to kite out Bobka and like really get him to like distance and like, you know, Moonfire spam and stuff like that. But if he's Feral, he can kind of just tank him a little bit. Ooh, that's actually a good combo. I like this opener a lot.
Yeah, this is a really good opener.
Yeah, cheap like the full gouge into whatever the heck it's
Dude,
called.
I had the same. Yeah, I had the same plan.
Yeah,
this
it's
is good from Bobka.
It might be really greedy to use all these cooldowns at the beginning. He's gonna manage here as well because he wants to do it before he gets Fairy Fire. He wants to get as many stealth openers as he can. Get the full bleeds as well and just blast down the Druid. Frenzied and Regen is coming out here, but the Druid is taking over as well.
The Druid needs to come up, but he might get full kidney. Oh.
He left Bear form and Bobka instantly realized it and just popped off. He also popped a Fap now to avoid getting bashed. Very good play from Bobka actually here.
Indeed, it's a good play. Not a lot of cooldown left for the Druid. He's getting super low. He will get full kidney, but there's that helmet coming through. And the Druid will get a little reset here. And Bobka doesn't have too much now. He has a Vanish and a Blind, no more Perception. He might get a reset if he Restoration Pots, but I don't know if he realizes that.
You can resto pot off the Fairy Fire so you can get a reset, but he's already used a potion, I believe, so he has potions of cooldown, right? He has a potion coming up in 1 minute, so he can remove the Fairy Fire. So now he's basically just like a warrior. He can't really like stealth again. This is where it kind of goes into the Druid's favor a little bit more. If he gets to like, if the duel goes a little bit longer,
he has a Restoration Pod going on right now.
That is the Druid.
Yeah,
the Druid has a
Resto Pod. Can't blind. I think he blinded into that, right?
I think so, yeah. So he actually only has Cold Blood and Vanish left.
Wait, dude.
This is looking good for the
Druid's insane, man.
Yeah, this Druid is playing really well.
Bob.
Yeah, this Druid is actually like blasting it a lot.
Holy shit, his management is insane, yeah.
Yeah, so now there's a Fairy Fire still on Bobka. He has a potion coming up in 35 seconds. So now, right now, what the Druid wants to do is basically just kite out Bobka. And because they're playing in the MakGora duel tournament, they actually have 3 times the range to kite, which they would in a normal duel. So this is actually very scary for Bobka here. You know, a Druid sitting in bear form is quite scary, especially if the Rogue doesn't have many cooldowns to really deal with. The main thing,
very tanky.
The main thing the Druid wants to make sure that they keep up is the Fairy Fire on the Rogue. Bobka has a potion coming off cooldown in 10 seconds, and also
I don't know why Bobka vanished that. That was a misplay right there.
Yep.
Okay, he's right here. Sugar Tea for the big heal. He wants to get that kidney shot, but the Druid needs to come out of bear form. But the Druid is smart not come out of bear form anytime unless he has that stun. And there's that stun. Root. Bobka trying to get that resistant potion up once again so he can absorb all that damage. And
yeah, so
but the Druid management is insane.
Yeah, he ate a nature resistant potion. I thought he was gonna go for like a reset with the resto pot here, but he's going for the long con and just trying to outlive it. But this is actually what the Druid wants. Getting a longer duel where the Rogue doesn't have cooldowns is probably gonna be in the Druid's favor because the Rogue cooldowns doesn't come up before like 3 minutes, right?
This Druid is insane. I love how he plays. Soda's probably getting a boner right now.
I don't think Soda's watching today, but he would be jerking to this, man. This would be amazing.
He is watching right now and touching himself right now. I don't know if Bobka's taking this guzu.
I actually think I was gonna say Bobka has this, but the Druid plays this amazingly well. Genuinely, I'm very impressed with this Druid here. This is really, really, really well played, Spoh, so far. People said that he was actually a really good Druid, but I'm like, there's no way, right? But maybe this guy's like a secret henhouse gamer, but like PvPing for like years on private servers. This is impressive so far.
So impressive. I'm loving this Druid right now. He's so good.
Bobka is
Bobka's getting dangerously low. Yeah, he's desperate. There's no more cooldowns left for Bobka. Literally nothing. Only cold blood available. He does have a net coming through or a nade, but the Druid is just non-stop collaborating him. I hope he gets some dots off here. He will top off maybe a Nature Swarm and a Moonfire to get a ticking. There's that Abolish as well to play safe from the Rogue's Poison. And Bobka's just getting drained out. Ladies and gentlemen, there's that Nature's Risk.
Dude,
and
this Druid is genuinely playing this matchup so well. I'm very impressed.
So good.
It is so rare you see a genuine good Druid, and this is a treat to watch, man. Fairy Fire running off in 4 seconds. He's gonna try to catch up and reapply the Fairy Fire. Going for the Moonfire instead, and there's the Fairy Fire coming off very, very soon here if you can get it.
This is insane.
Bobka's actually spam resisting them, but he goes for the Insect Swarm instead. This Druid is really good. Oh,
okay, he can Nature Spot again if he wants to.
There might be a reset here, though. He's resisting. Oh, the Moonfire.
Nice.
Bobka...
He's got to get a Fairy Fire up, too.
You can. He's actually been spamming it, but Bobka's resisting all of them because of the potions.
Oh,
there's the Fairy Fire coming off.
Back.
I'm almost kind of cheering for the Druid. I like Bobka a lot, man, but this Druid is actually playing so well.
He's good.
Yeah, Bobka is getting a little bit of cooldowns up now. He has Cold Blood, he has Sprint in 30 seconds, and also has a Evasion. Vanish is also coming up, so he's going to have another set of cooldowns coming up very, very soon. If he can time that together with a reset, he might be able to get a good counter in on the Druid. Gouge is fully DR'd now, which means that he cannot really catch the Druid outside of the form into like a big Cold Blood Eviscerate here. But I don't really know what Bobka should do here. He should try to outlive and get cooldowns up and then go for the kill, but the Druid is really just...
Druid is so aggro. I don't know if Bobka can do anything. He had to expose armor. He was waiting for that Druid to come out so he could full kidney potentially and do a big dam. But this Druid's just not giving out of that bear form. They're playing jujitsu right now and just grappling each other. And Druid's committed to staying in the bear form. And Bobka's just getting so low. He does have a blind and a vanish, but he still has Fairy Fire. He will have to get that first aid. Yeah, that was a beautiful gouge out of the bear form.
Honestly, usually it's the Rogue playing aggro and making the Druid go like in the passive, but it feels like it's the opposite here. Bobka is playing so passively and defensively, trying to survive, and the Druid is just so aggro the entire time. Really, really well played here. Bobka is trying to blind the Druid now out of the regrowth, but the regrowth comes off here. The blind goes off. Bobka can't really get a reset off this because he doesn't have any potions coming off cooldown, so he can't really get a full reset, but he can get a little nappy poo and get some food to get a little bit of a health back up here. Which is really, really not good for Bobka. There is a stun outside bear form. The Tizzlety into the big damage with the... That was actually the kill con. But he missed the kill con there, man.
That was a very good attempt from Bobka.
Yeah,
now
that was good.
He did use that sapper. He won't be able to T now. There's that ghostly strike. He's dangerous. He has a potion in 4 seconds. Oh my god, the Druid just potions almost full health. There is that gouge. He does have a kidney shot when he comes out. Druid needs to get that dot rolling to get the damage done, but kind of afraid to come out of bear form, which will be a misplay. And Bobka doing a fantastic job trying to kite away here. There's that full kidney shot, not being able to land it out of the form. This bear's not giving it to him for free, making Bobka work for it, and he's just kiting it out like a warrior.
Yeah, Bobka is doing an amazing job at like trying to like recover a little bit, gouge the Druid into like some big bandages and stuff like that, and then reapply the pressure here, which he's doing very, very well here. The Druid actually might take a big beating here if the regrowth doesn't come off there, but there is the big damage from Bobka and the Druid dies. Oh, damn, that Druid played well though.
Played. That was well played by both. That was insane.
Yeah, Warrior's gonna be able to break out a few both. I don't actually think he's spec'd into Deathwish. So Sonii is playing a little bit of like an arms prot spec, which makes him a lot more beefy and a lot more tanky. He's gonna be pre-popping a flask set to get a lot of healing off the Wazoo here. Actually, I don't even think he popped it. It doesn't seem like it actually got off. I'm not really sure on that one. But he goes with the Recklessness for the beginning here, but the Warlock is popping the Rocket Boost to run away from the Sonii here.
Oh my god.
And I'm not really sure if Sonii can even close the distance because there was the Rocket Boost and the Fab, and the Warlock is just running laps taps here. Sonny's trying to go for the pit here, but this is not looking good for Sonii. He might be able to reset, maybe pop that flask, and then go in for another opener here. What do you have to say about this, Savix?
I was looking at the mainstream. I think you're looking at the Sonii POV probably, and Sonii switches his gear, drops out of combat, gets the flash through, and swaps back through. Beautiful play by Sonii. He's hitting the pet as he goes, so he can get rage here, but the Warlock popping the rocket boost won't be able to get away from that distance, and the intercept does come through, and there's that arcane bomb coming through, trying to burn the mana much as possible. He's like, he still has the Voidwalker, but he's silenced. Warlock not being able to do anything right. He's trying to be Gordan, and he's like health or something, and
he's really far back,
but doesn't get to land. And there's that immolate as well, so only taking Z.
He's really far behind.
He's a mad cow, and there is that net backfire. It will just let him fight one-on-one. There is that deathful desperation being used by Yon, and Yon trying to dot up much as possible.
He's so behind.
Damage. He's a raid boss with 7k health. There is that Voidwalker. Once again, the sacrifice is used, and there's that link, and there is that juicer sucking action once again, but he does get a kick through. Yon just standing there, turret mode. There is that war stomp, but unfortunately the fear does go through, and Sonii will have to sit this. Yon potentially might have to go for a reset. I'm not sure if he will, and Sonii just spam clicking that Greater Shadow Protection potion. Take it away, Boney.
I think we all need to agree here to watch the same stream, because I think I'm like 10 seconds ahead of you guys, and I'm already watching everything that happened whenever you were commentating on it. So
I am in the Sonii stream. I'm not sure if I should.
Yo, in the Sonii stream here, the charge comes off. Do you see the charge coming off as well here? Okay, into the Sonii now. He's attacking the big Warlock here. He maybe wanted to go for like the big damage on the Warlock, the Arcane Bomb going off as well here. The White Walker is still on him, but now he doesn't have the flash anymore here, Bonnie. What do you think he has to do here to win, Sonii?
Can someone explain to me why is Sonii 100% HP? Like, what is happening?
He popped the flash. He popped the flash.
A Greater Shadow Protection potion, so he will take 0 damage, 2,000 to 3,000 damage, and there is that rocket helmet being used, trying to potentially reset, but breaks through prematurely. There is that Howl of Terror, but fake cast it doesn't get a kickoff.
Sonii is really not taking any damage.
Man, this looks so one-sided. It's like I'm watching a movie from 2004, like a world PvP montage. He's just critting, and the poor Warlock is sweating right now. It's his last pet, no mana, no HP. I don't know what his soul he's sucking over there. It's like a little suction.
I like that Sonii is running and hitting the White Walker as he's kiting it, so he can like kill it as he's going. But the Warlock actually managed to sacrifice the White Walker just in time here. Sonii wants to like reset the combat here and maybe get a charge off, because he doesn't have enough rage to intercept, but it comes off there as well. If he can leave combat and get that intercept, that would be really favorable for him. He goes for the little snack here, eating some chicken for dinner. Very nice. There is the Dondo putting him into combat, and now he's just pummeling this Warlock that's fully I think Sony's gonna take this one, Bonnie.
I have no idea who's gonna take this one, but I'll be very impressed if the Warlock manages to crawl back into this one somehow. Is Sonii gonna? No, he doesn't even care about the charge. He just shoots him with his rocket launcher, and the Warlock has no shield now. He has no mana. He taps for HP. There's a coil. That's kind of like his last. He taps again. He has to tap. He has nothing. Fear? I don't know if he can fear just a raid boss like that. I think he's immune to fear.
And he's just
critting with auto attacks. I'm watching WoW PvP montages, and let's go!
And he takes him down. Sonii takes down a Warlock, the Soul Link Warlock. The undefeated class gets taken down by a mere warrior. What an amazing feat of strength there, man. That flask set and those resistance potions really makes warrior an A-tier class for this tournament. I don't really know about this one here.
Go. Good luck.
There's a little TikTok thing there. That's nice. Okay. I would say Shaman, but it's gonna be hard to really say here. I think the Shaman is playing an element. No, he's playing actually Enhancement. Okay. I think this might be the Ramstein staff. Yeah, the slave driver's cane here from Strat Undead. Trying to do a little arcane bomb there, but he didn't get it off. And there's the rocket helmet very early on, so we can start purging off all those buffs, I think. Yeah, rocket helmet and just purge off everything here, as he's saying this.
Dispel.
Yeah, dispel everything. Basically dispelling every single buff that the Druid has. Very, very good opener there, actually. It may seem like he didn't get much done, but he did actually manage to like dispel all the good debuffs from the Druid there. And there's the Peasant Caller coming up as well there, and connecting with a little Frost Shock, trying to make the distance a little bit shorter between them. But the Shaman is actually already and the Druid is looking very good on mana here. I think the Shaman might be able to slowly just himself here, and then the Druid will end up taking the W. If the Druid can utilize that big innervate and get that off, and then get the mana, win the mana warp, then he's definitely gonna win this here. The Shaman is basically spamming Earth Shock, but he's using a max rank Earth Shock. It's not really doing a ton of damage, and it's not really closing the distance on any of it, so he's not really attaining any of the things that he wanted to do. There's the tea with sugar coming off there, which is like a little heal, and a mana pot that you can use only once. You have 3 of them, I believe, that you can have total, right? Trying to get closer to the Druid, but the Druid is doing a great job at kiting it there. He's using Rank Frost Shock. I hope he is, but I don't think he is, because it's taking 11% of his mana here. He's popping a healing, but I think the Druid pretty much has him where he wants him at this point. Druid popped an Innervate as well now and is kiting away, so he's going to get a lot of mana, and the Shaman won't be able to purge any of those off as well because he's way too far away here. Trying to swap his trinkets, but he won't be able to get out of combat here. He needs to attack those mobs as he's running towards the Druid, because the Druid is literally just playing a game and the Shaman is jumping straight into it as well here. The Shaman won't be able to do anything at all, and the Druid just takes the W. Okay, so there's multiple different ways that the Rogue can go for this, really. They can go for the bleed kite, where they bleed and rupture up Garrod and rupture up the warrior and then kite it in the dead zone. Or you can go with the big damage with the cheap shot here, and he actually goes for the cheap shot, opening up on the warrior. And it was that a wait, you know, he's playing Hemo. I thought I saw a blade flurry there, but the Rogue is not doing a great job with kiting the warrior there, and the warrior chunking them with the intercept, mortal strike, and the overpower proc there. This is ridiculously damage from the warrior. This is what I'm saying, man. You let the warrior touch you once and you die. There's the Rogue with the panic vanish, panic first state, and just overall having a really bad day because he realized if you let that warrior touch him, you're dead. Savix, what does the Rogue have to do here to survive?
Yo.
Hey Bonnie, so the Rogue here is sitting in stealth and the warrior is running away. I'm not really too sure what's happening to Savix, but the warrior got into the got onto the Rogue and he just absolutely pummeled him. It appears Savix is muted, that's why he's not talking to me, but that's okay, I'm used to it.
Oh my god, I've been talking this whole time. I was muted, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So what does the Rogue have to do here to survive against this warrior? Because people
the Rogue needs to get a bodybuilder meal number 5. He was just getting chunked like we totally said. The warrior's chunk and damage if they get to touch, but I think the Rogue did panic a lot. Hopefully he could get a full reset and eat here, and yeah, he will have to play the kite game. You have to backpedal. There's a little leeway, so it's a little different from private servers, but Guzu and I both know from the ranking days, you backpedal kite with the crippling poison. I think he has a mind-numbing poison though. Is that mind-numbing, or am I seeing that wrong? It might be something else probably. Oh, it's a disease from the Artist Potion, I believe. Yep. And there is that Rogue coming back through. I think there is a timer, and the announcers are telling him there's 1 minute timer. The warrior tries to get him with the demoralizing salve, and there is that cheap shot coming through from the Rogue. Will he connect the kidney? He doesn't, and the warrior's just in D stance taking Z damage. There is that trinket being used, and Ren as well going back to Avatar, getting a hamstring through, and the Rogue just getting netted as well here. Both netted, and there is that arcane weaponing. I'm not sure if Vanis has this.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's looking rough for the Rogue here. I feel like overall the warrior's done a very, very great job at pressuring the Rogue, where usually the Rogue is the one that controls the fight and the warrior tries to get back into it and like really try to like, you know, make it. Then there's the recklessness popping from the Rogue, and then the warrior's popping wreck, and now there's gonna be big overpower procs, but there's the blind off that recklessness, and this Rogue is actually might be able to recover from this.
He might have it. He needs to...
Oh, cheap shot going off. That is a very greedy cheap shot there. Into the kidney shot maybe as well. But he didn't manage to get it off, and the Rogue goes down. I'm telling you, man, people say Rogue Warrior is, oh man, Rogue is gonna win that easy. It's not easy to kite a warrior. It's not easy to keep them like stun locked. One mistake, the warrior gets an intercept, they get overpowered, half your health is gone.
Oh, he used to be the highlight guy.
Gorthax is the arena guy, yes, and he is actually participating in the tournament. He's gonna be fighting a shaman here.
Okay, looking for that $50,000 prize pool to repair that headset, looking like a little broken or something.
Hey, don't headset shame, man.
But he's playing. He's playing with
That's the first thing you see. I hope he wins, dude, so you can buy a new headset, ladies and gentlemen.
I hope he wins so he can buy a new headset, but he's fighting a shaman. Enhance, by the looks of it? Yeah, enhance, I think.
And he's getting all his...
doesn't get killed.
He's getting all his buffs purged off there, and now he's sitting on the shaman here. The shaman did a good job of purging off all the buffs here.
The recklessness is up. He's juicing.
Oh my god. The
Oh my
Elemental
God.
Mastery goes in and the Shaman almost one-shots Gorthax there. But now the pressure is on the Shaman a little bit. If Gorthax can get the pummel in here, he might actually be able to take him down because there is a big Arcane Bomb with the silence into maybe a big Execute and the Shaman might go down here. He goes down!
God, that was fucking insane!
I'm not done.
Gorthax!
Ladies and gentlemen.
Really good combo there. He did the Recklessness into the pummel, into the Arcane Bomb for the silence, and then finished them off with the Execute. Very well played. That new headset might be in sight very soon. Jesus
I don't think
Christ.
it's an easy duel for Hydra. I think it's like actually really hard to beat the Shaman, but
Okay.
I think it's harder for the Shaman to beat the Priest, but it's pretty close, I'd say.
Okay, so pretty
it's a
close
pretty
duel,
close
but
duel.
but it is slightly favored towards the Shaman or the Priest. Sorry.
Yeah. If the Shaman is elemental, it's just that one big giant elemental blast, one-shot blast nuclear disaster that can one-shot him. If he lives that, then if the Priest can stabilize, it's really hard for the Shaman to finish him.
That's a really loud.
He has that
word,
one
man.
shot. If he one-shots him, he wins. If he doesn't,
Yeah.
one of
I
them
mean-
is gonna join the pile corpse on the floor. That looks
Guzu,
really
you
good.
don't know what you are offering.
You
Savix
love
can literally
corpse,
bankrupt
Bonnie.
you at some
mentioned this so
restaurants
many
in life.
times. He
Well,
likes seeing
maybe
dead
that's
people.
what's supposed
Anyways,
to
there
happen.
is that
Reubeuco?
rocket helmet immediately. He wants to get
Good
those
start, good
purges out of the
start.
way, daggering away these totems with his 1.5 little mini blade. There is all that purge spam coming through, trying to get all that juicer off, but the gets out a little bit early, and there is that fear coming through. Hydra is looking like he has a great start, and I'll let Bonnie take it away. He's Shadow Priest main.
Yeah, he gets the Devouring Plague out. I believe Shamans have a totem to actually remove Devouring Plague. I'm not 100% sure. No Vampiric Embrace, so there's no self-heals, but he has been purging. They've both been purging so hard. Saga is it's still gonna look like he's not doing anything until he pops that big one-shot, but the more offensive Hydra gets, the easier it gets for him, because it's really hard for Shaman to come back. I feel
Not
like
looking good
he has
for
a
the Shaman
fear.
right now.
Yeah, it's not looking good. We have a fear, and no Tremor gets the fear.
Could it be a
And
play?
Priest
Could
is
it be a
just-
play
oh,
for
it's a
the
black as
priest to
well.
do oh my god, never mind. He's just juicing him up here. There's the
Mana
Mana
burn,
coming
no.
off of the Shaman.
Mana
He might
burn is
die
not
to
the
the
way.
Devouring Plague and also the dart from the
The
priest
cock
there.
is just beating him right now, man. He
Okay,
barely got his heals off.
phrasing, very nice. Could it
The
be a play?
mechanical cog.
Yeah, the mechanical cock is beating it up. That's very, very nice here. But the priest, is it a play, Bonnie, to actually go for a more mana efficient way of like burning the mana for the Shaman, or do they just want to like pressure with the damage? Does you just want to keep
I
up the
think you
pressure?
just damage. I think you just make it to where the Shaman has not yet popped his offense. Like Shaman is just being on the defensive this whole time. Shaman needs to get like one clean cast.
Not now, Remy. Let's do that.
But
Oh,
there's
he
a
might do
silence,
it
so no-
here.
Yeah, he might do it here because
Oh,
silence is
here
over,
we
so
go.
this is nothing. Gets a shield off.
It's the
It's not gonna
slowest
be
cast in the
enough.
world. It didn't get off, man.
He
Oh my
needs one
god,
without
and I
the-
think he's gonna go down. There is
That's so
the.
sad. He goes down without the Ellie blast. We didn't get to see the nuclear blast at all.
We didn't see the
Hydra
nuclear
played that well.
blast.
He just kept him
Yeah.
under pressure.
I think
he
Hydra
get
did a
this
great
one
job at
blast.
that.
Hydra's trying to be disrespectful and cannibalize him, but you can't cannibalize your own
There's no
faction
corpses nearby. We need some more corpses in here. Also, I want to say I'm very surprised how there's no griefs. I was expecting some crazy genjutsu to come out today,
Bonnie.
but there's no. I
There
haven't
is
seen
no
anything.
grief because griefers can't get to max level, ladies and gentlemen. If they die once, it's over for them. It's not like a normal server where they could keep coming over and over again after they die. So it's a little bit hard for the griefers.
It was actually a good shout I saw here from the little Mr. Moffat in my chat that mentioned that it was actually the Sue that Hydra had up that made sure that the Shaman couldn't get the Elemental Mastery blast off there. So Hydra did a really good job of having the
what?
little pets attack the Shaman, so he got a lot of
Can you name the
pushback.
pet?
Dude, he's
Sorry,
chilling,
yeah.
man. Dude, he's
Thank you,
chilling,
man.
smoking a little sicky. He's having a good day, man.
Holy shit! This
He
an
is
insane
chilling.
job.
He is he's in a 100k tournament. He does not care, man. Smoking a little cig, just chilling it up, man.
Oh, damn, this guy is
I want him
high
to
as hell.
win.
I want this guy to win for sure, man. Okay, so he goes out for the opener there. He wants to like go for the rocket helmet and then remove all the little
He
buffs
saw
from the
Hydra do
shaman
it.
here.
He saw Hydra do it. He knows what needs to be done. He has even better gear. Looks like full
He's
debuffs,
chilling.
full dispels. He needs to be a little closer so he can get a fear instantly. I don't know why he's getting a little far. No, I don't know why he's mind blasting from so far away. Just get a little closer, get the fear off, keep the momentum going,
Oh,
put
am
some
I
dots
behind?
up.
This is
There's
my
a shadow
favorite guy.
reflector. Dots
Yeah, there's the
himself.
glimmering mithril insignia
I
getting
think
popped there
this-
from the shaman, so he can't fear him actually. So the fear won't be able to go off of the shaman here. Bonnie, the priest
he
is
does
actually
press
already
it. The priest pressed fear into the immunity, and think this
Oh,
priest
no.
is smoking a bit too much.
So
I don't know what he's
funny.
smoking there, but he is having a
What
lot
is-
of fun at least. I don't even know.
Funny.
He doesn't even know
Panicking
where
here.
he is right now. He's panicking. Where does he have his character tab open? I'm not sure what is happening, but he needs to.
Dude, I love this guy. This guy is my favorite of the tournament so far. Starting
can
with
do
a
better.
title charm, and he wants to kill the pet probably because this is. I like this from Ziqo. He
This
goes
is
for the title
fantastic.
charm, aggressive title charm from the beginning, pops the Book of the Dead to get that big juicer skeleton up there. That's a very rare book actually he got from Strat Live there, and now he just wants to kill the entire zoo, so the hunter is left all alone here. This is a very, very good opener, and Ziqo already has the ball in his court. This is amazing from Ziqo. Good opener here.
Guzu does love balls in the court, and there's a nice reflector coming through. This is what Vitochi needed to do, polymorph and kill the pet, and Zico's executing this fantastically. I think we will see him go far here, and there's that nice combination, and my stream is buffering, so Bonnie, take it away.
Well, it looks like the hunter is trying to get a trap here, but the Ziqo, I think, popped a. No, it was not a frost reflector. I don't know what happened. I don't know where the trap is. Now he's trying to suck up his mana, but the Ziqo is instantly dispelling those, gets a sleeping dust and a full evocation. Now the hunter has no pet, no trinkets equipped, and there's a full reset from Ziqo. He's gonna blow him up with everything. I don't even think the hunter has absorb pots anymore. No, he does. Never mind. It's infinite
Dude, he's
absorb
just
pots.
taking no
his
damage,
HP
actually.
is moving.
It's barely moving, man. It's like snail
Oh,
pace.
Not moving. Never mind. Wait, is it moving?
Oh, dude, Rocket Helmet, but instantly blocks it. He doesn't want him to get the pet back. And his Lieutenant Swag, he did have some green mob gear. He's using his towels to get out of the slows. And Ziqo using that mana pot to stay high in the mana.
I like that
Vitochi
Ziqo is
relied
really
on.
keeping the close gaps against the hunter. He's not letting the hunter get away. He's blinking in whenever the hunter tries to get out, and he's always keeping it very, very close. He would rather get meleeed than like ranged on the hunter here. Even here, like he pops the rocket helmet when the hunter pops a fab. Very good reactions from Ziqo, and he's just closing that distance every single time he can. This is amazing gameplay from Ziqo here.
It's denying every cooldown from the hunter. Pops the action potion. Nope.
Classic
Goes
mouse like
straight
chess.
in his
The
face.
hunter uses one thing, Ziqo uses another. So you counter every single ability and spell that they use. Very nicely played from Ziqo so far.
It's like chess. If the pawn could randomly resist getting, defeated.
Ooh.
He tries to blink the bomb, but the hunter actually doesn't let it go off.
I like the aggressive
good
gameplay
for the
from
hunter.
Ziqo though. He's not
Ziqo is just
he's not
throwing
stopping.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, he is just throwing everything that's on cooldown.
That's
He's
how
been
he should do. That's what he
sleeping
should
on
do.
Cooldown.
Even
It
drank a little
definitely
tea
is.
there.
He's playing it fantastically here.
Resisted
one more
the
block.
sleeping dust though right there. Very good RNG from
Ooh.
Ziqo.
He has an AGM as well. Pops the AGM.
Mm-hmm,
And a little bunkai of yours, Savix. Little trinket.
Ooh, and
Ziqo
here
just
is
takes
that's
it.
we
big
might get
crit
to
combo
see
and
the finisher here.
Oh, feign death.
Oh, the feign death, but he doesn't get the trap off. Ziqo does have a block in case that trap happens, though. He's actually fully now. He doesn't have anything to replenish his mana for another 30 seconds.
He does have he has a very good wand though. That's a strong wand.
Yeah, that is a
The
wand from
1.3
like the
cast.
finest store, man.
See how he's trying to sit on his chicken so he doesn't get trapped. The chicken's dead now, so he could get.
Oh, he's
Ooh,
going
he's
for
trying-
desperate.
He's just
revive
going for
pet
a
of
revive in the
That's
face.
where this is going.
The counter spell on a hunter, that's something you don't see very often.
Yeah, maybe he plays
Oh
a
my
weird
god, he's
deck.
just
They
getting
were
wanded
saying-
down and the block.
Yeah.
And here comes the
my
grenade, the
God.
finisher. There. Oh, the whiff?
Oh,
That must be you, Ping.
boom,
There it is.
boom.
Ziqo takes down the hunter. Very good pressure from Ziqo all the way through. He played that very
Yeah,
nicely.
Very well played.
Okay.
You know what? I want Cdew to take this.
Yeah, I would like to see Cdew get far.
Yeah,
That could
I
be
want
really
to
cool.
see Cdew do well.
I want to
Is it
see
not-
both of them kill each other somehow.
Oh, just like a double
Yeah,
kill?
at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah, that could happen, you know, if you...
What if Newjack actually DCs? Let me know something's
What
No
is
way,
what is
there's
doing?
no way.
Oh, shit.
There's that
Great.
rocket helm like I called, and the purge spam coming through here.
Yep, I like that he grounding totems early so he can get it off cooldown, but still has that grounding totem up when the shaman comes out of the
he
helmet.
is
I think that's a
just
very nice play from
ripping
Cdew.
him.
He's getting him naked.
Oh,
He's
he is
rubbing him
naked.
up and down. Look at that.
It's like a fish
No
getting
noggin
gutted in
fogger,
the sea
nothing.
here.
Okay.
There's Cdew closing in, just clobbering him with this
Insta
massive
towels.
axe.
Mhm.
Insta towels that frost shock. He wants to stay on target. Look at that.
I like that he uses all the cooldowns as best as he can, as he keeps on top of the shaman here. But Cdew is going quite pretty fast because he is playing an enhancement shaman here. But the lower mana they get, the better for Cdew it is really, because he's an enhancement shaman, the other guy's an elemental. So Cdew can keep clobbering with that big Arcanite Reaper, whereas the other shaman needs mana to actually do damage.
Does he have Wind Fury on? Do we know?
Oh, he does have Wind Fury on, yeah.
Oh!
That was the kill condition right there with the Arcane Bomb, but he didn't get to get off.
Condition. But the Rocket Helm comes through, and Jack does have mana. I believe he still has NS. There's that big Lesser Heal coming, big reset. It's not looking good for.
Oh, he comes the big damage too. Oof.
Big potion by Cdew. So much mana through.
He goes through with it and he sticks to the plan now. Now he just wants to slowly clobber down Newjack and like stick to him, man. There's an Arcanite Dragonling coming out here. Cdew might want to attack this as he's running towards the Newjack guy, because then he can get a little bit of damage on the Dragonling as he's kiting, as he's being kited here. Nice little dust there on the other shaman. Now Cdew can get a little bit of a reset.
That was some big hits. Arcanite only has about like 700, 900 health from what I know, and he just chopped that in 2-shot, and he's getting a full value reset. But Newjack does have a sleeping powder as well. He's getting a little drink here. Summons that little mechanical yeti and a grounding totem. Perhaps he gets a nice grounding. There's that fire totem as well coming from Cdew. Fire totem just missile launching each other, and Newjack is on the back foot here. I'm not sure if he has a sleeping powder. He should probably use it if he does. Cdew getting some nice damage through, and there's an immolation as well here, burning that Yeti, and Mr. Jack over here, and there's that chain lightning coming through. I'm not sure if Cdew's gonna let him cast this. There is that cast, but the grounding goes go through, and it's not looking good for Newjack. There's a resist coming through.
He might
Does
die
Newjack
right here.
have anything to back the summon down? Goes the Newjack.
And Cdew is one step closer to victory.
Okay, we are doing a MakGora.
Bean is another fantastic hunter.
Yeah, I mean, again here, what Beans wants to do, he wants to do the same thing as Mess did. He wants to create that distance on the Rogue, make sure the Rogue always sits in a flare, make sure he always gets the Rogue CC'd whenever he wants to reset. You don't want to let that Rogue get the reset, and you do not want to fight the Rogue without having a flare on you, because if you let that Rogue get that opener, it might be looking very rough. Bean is a orc, so he can resist the stuns, so that's very, very lucky for Bean here. I guess it's not luck, because he is playing an orc after all. He has the rocket boots on for increased movement speed. He has the Gnomi's prevention build for a shield, and he also has the medicine pouch for healing. So Bean is playing a very defensive spec here, or at least very defensive build in terms of his gear and setup. You know?
There is that I accept copy paste going through. Bean is definitely ready for everything to come. He has a medicine pouch and the belt and everything else you mentioned here. He's spamming that flare, trying to get the rogue out perhaps. His pet is in stealth, so they're not going to be able to find them. Curious to see how this rogue opens up. I feel like the best opener would be to pop a Frost Reflector and just net him and clobber him down. But Bean doesn't have a trap down. Or he does have a trap down. Might have to refresh it. There is that Cat's Eye Elixir going through, and Spicy comes through right here. Just evasion, fapping right away here, trying to stay on Bean much as possible. What will Bean do to retaliate this?
I mean, he's sitting there just taking the hits, and he's actually doing a really good job with that. The reason why he could go toe-to-toe with the Rogue there was because he popped the Terrans, which gives him 25% dodge and parry, I believe, if I remember correctly. So now the Rogue is sitting on a flare, so he can't vanish off that thing there. He tried to vanish, but he couldn't do it because Bean flared it very, very expertly here. Bean might want to pop a little rocket helmet, which he does. Very good play from Bean, because now he can get another reset, get that Rogue in a... in another trap if possible, and then run away. He can use the rocket boots here if he wants to get a lot of distance from the Rogue. And he might want to pop a flare on the Rogue if possible. There is the rocket boots coming off, so he can kite the Rogue indefinitely, but there's the rocket helmet from the Rogue in response to that here.
And the Rogue doesn't have a lot of cooldown. He's looking super good for Bean. He still has medicine pouch, he still has his belt, he still has his moist paper and a net. I don't see Spicy winning this.
Yeah, Bean is playing this very well. He's kiting well. He's doing a lot of trinket swapping and also utilizing his items very, very, very good. Also making sure there's always a flare on the Rogue. There's always like a little hunter's mark so the Rogue can't re-stealth. And honestly, the Rogue can't even re-stealth anymore because the cooldowns are done. And when a Rogue doesn't have cooldowns, they're basically a warrior without intercept. So they are just exceptionally useless. There is the blind, the final little trick. And the pet might actually not reach the Rogue here, so the Rogue can get an opener again. But
might get a Phantom. Oh my god.
The
flare, and it was a little bit late, and there's a concussion shot.
It's over.
And that's it for Spicy. That was his only shot right there.
Oh, yeah, that's a rip for Spicy. He tried what he could, but facing a good hunter as a rogue is hard. It really is.
That is rough. Yeah.
Something I like about Perplexity is that he really takes his time. He doesn't just go in and like rush it. He really just bides his time here. But he is facing against Sonii here, which is sitting in Berserker stance. That means that he actually is not able to sap him, because Sonii will be able to Berserker Rage off the sap. So he does have to go with either a cheap shot or a Garrote opener here, which Sonii is completely fine with because he has 7.3k health. He's also playing a Tauren, so he has a lot of leeway to deal with here. If Sonii can get an intercept onto Perplexity and get a chonker two-hander crit, then Perplexity is gonna lose half his health here. Savix, how do you think this opener is gonna go? Do you think Perplexity is gonna go with a cheap shot here?
If it's Berserker stance, I believe it's way better to go cheap shot, kidney shot, but we might see a bleed kite happening here too. I know he is a bleed enjoyer. I think Sonii is gonna have to wait a while though, because Perplexity really likes to take his time.
He's waiting out the rage, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna wait out the rage 100% here.
So Perplexity has 1 minute in stealth, by the way, because before he has to open. So we're gonna see an opener very soon, and there's the sap, but that won't be able to do. And then the opener actually gets failed here, and Sonii is now in the upper hand here. But there's the vanish from Perplexity into a cheap shot, and now he wants to probably kite him a little bit here. But it might be a difficult situation here because Sonii gets the intercept off with as well here. There's the rend, so he won't be able to reset into the trinket. Sorry, but then the blind comes off from Perplexity here. Dude, there's already been used a blind, a sprint, and a vanish from Perplexity, and Sonii has not even used anything apart from his trinket. So this is looking very favorable right now for Sonii Digital here. What do you have to say?
Sonii getting his mount. He doesn't want Rocket Man to get that reset because he knows he's gonna buy that time, and losing his trinket, trade for a blind is not too bad, but he still has a lap to get out of another stun here. I feel like Perplexity will take some time, maybe even open with a different build here, but he's still in Berserker stance. We're gonna have to wait and find out what happens. Sonii is just
I think so far this is looking very favorable for Sonii, and I like that Sonii has the flask. If Perplexity lets him leave combat, he can quickly swap to the healing set and then get the healing and then swap back to his plate set. So this is looking rough, and also Sonii does have a last stand because he's dipping into the prot talent, so he is a very, very, very hard warrior to deal with here, especially as a rogue. Normally warriors don't go into last stand, but this time Sonii is, and this means that Perplexity is gonna have a hard time, and he actually got caught out there by Sonii somehow. So there's the War Storm coming off there. That might be into an intercept as well if Sonii can get the raid, but he doesn't. There is the vanish. That's the second vanish used by Perplexity into the gouge, but that gets removed by the Berserker Rage into a big juicy intercept, and now Sonii is getting clobbered in the kidney shot here, Savix.
You might have to lap here. That was a beautiful usage to get out of the root.
That is all the cooldowns.
Yeah, that is all the cooldown from Perplexity. He does have him halfway down here. Sonii just need to land 1 or 2 hit and he can do lots of damage. He's trying to get that helmet usage, so maybe he gets a nice recovery here.
The
Even
death
a
ray.
flask being used, a death ray being used. But I'm not sure if it's going to do a lot of damage. It doesn't do a lot, and there is that
Here's going to be the
helmet
flask, I think.
through.
Oh, there's the flask. Oh, he get caught!
Oh, it ends fast, but he gets a fear off on top of it. That was a great reaction speed by Sonii. Sonii's trying to use that spider belt to get out of the root to perhaps charge away, and Perplexity getting out by using a lap here. He does have
There's
to keep
the
in
shield
combat.
wall as well. This was really well played from Perplexity, actually, keeping Sonii in combat with that flash set up.
Very well played. There's that intercept. He does need to go onto two-hander if he wants to do big damage here. He's still sword and board, playing defensive. Rocketman doesn't have blind anymore. There is that cheap shot coming through, dropping combat. Sonii not using a demoralizing shot. He might get the charge off here. It's on the cooldown. There is that net versus title charm, but Sonii might get a nice reset here. There is that usage of towel and a full kidney shot onto Sonii. Sonii might be in trouble here, trying to get that hamstring
I don't think
across.
he's in trouble. He's gonna get a big overpower now, Savix.
Oh,
if he can get the distance.
Dodge.
Oh, he's.
Oh my God! There's that big hit.
Oh, this is actually looking. No, this is looking. Oh no! It fell off. It fell off early. I was gonna say this is looking really good for Perplexity here, but the thing fell off very, very fast. Last stand falls off in 4 seconds. I think Perplexity might take this. This actually could go both ways. He does have War Stomp. Oh my god, this is a...
He's spamming
Oh
the Titan
my
Blast.
god!
There's that dodge. There's that War Summon down. Goes Perplexity. That was well played by both.
Way!
Well played by both there.
I think he wants to go in here. Savix, I think he might be muted if you're talking, by the way, but that's okay as well. There's the Frost Reflector coming off here. So the Frost Reflector coming off, so he gets rid of that in the beginning. I like that. There's the pet coming out as well. Payo actually might want to try to kill this if he can. Oh, so Zeroji, very, very well played, sending the pet away from Payo. So he can, Payo can't just kill that pet there. So Payo's gonna go for the opener now with the evasion up as well. And trying to see if he can really pump down to Zeroji here. So Zeroji is gonna just take the damage here and actually doing
shot
very...
by Payo. There is that late trinket from Zero.
Struck, thank you for the 3
doing
months.
his best to build some distance, but Payo is just all over him. I'm not sure if Zero has it controlled here.
I think Zeroji is doing a very good job with the pet management. They're trying to keep the pet far away, so Payo can't really deal with that. There is the trap going off into Payo, and now Zeroji can get some distance. So this is where the duel gets very hard for the rogue. Now Payo has to get the distance a little bit closer to the hunter, get away from that flare, and see if he can close up and then try to get some damage. I like that he used his combo points before he swapped, and now he's doing those moist towelets to remove the little serpents thing, so he can get a.
He's got a nade here to close up. There's no way of closing up until he's out of bound here. He's trying to get that gouge onto the pet, trying to take less damage but possible. BFA was better as the pet name. Kind of a cool name here, but Payo just getting melted down. There is that blind, but the pet is still here. Will he get this vanish off? Pet goes back. Payo will open.
Little vanish into a cheap shot. I think it was going to come here. Yes, there it is. There's the vanish into the cheap shot. And now Payo is just going to be clobbering this guy here. There's going to be a grenade probably coming after this as well. Maybe to see if we can get some big damage. But I don't think Payo is doing for it. He doesn't want to get zapped or like... he doesn't want to get trapped there. He doesn't have a way to reset again. So Payo is going to have to figure out a way to deal with this trap that's going to come out now.
Oh man!
He threw the wrong grenade, I think. I think he threw a flashbang instead of a grenade.
That was the
wrong.
wrong...
might have been a throw.
I forgot I wanted to do an Arcan bomb.
That was the wrong grenade.
Unfortunate, man. I think he had a good shot right there, but now it's
He wanted to Arcane Bomb, yeah, so he could silence him. That would actually been a kill condition for Payo right there, I think.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Just the misusage.
Yeah, if he arcane bombed there as he meant to do, he would have silenced the hunter for 6 seconds into a cold blood eviscerate, and then he would have killed him, I think. But that's all it takes is one little mistake and you lose the duel, man.
And here we go, man. Do you think they're gonna use recklessness or retail? I think it's retail versus retail, right?
I think retaliation is the move.
Wait, Jay doesn't have rage though.
Yeah, that is actually kind of weird. I don't know why he's not.
Oh, this
is kind of strange.
Gorthax has a little bit more advantage for sure here. He should battle shout refresh though.
Oh, they're both going. But he's actually in Berserker stand, so he can remove it, but he didn't choose to do that. I don't... Oh, he might build up the Sunders here. This is... Oh, I like to see this. Gorthax building up the Sunders without attacking to get that pre-Sundered up on the JME there. But JME is actually clobbering Gorthax with that massive damage. Gorthax does have a flask set popped, which is going to give him a little bit of healing versus JMI.
Stopping recklessness here.
Ooh.
I see it coming through. And
so
there's
it's recklessness versus retaliation.
Backfire.
Oh, but there's the lip from
JMI. A lot of
JMI.
Damage though.
The lip from JMI getting popped, so he can't do any physical damage there. Gorthax is opting for the... Oh, I don't like to see the healing potions from Gorthax because there's the Mortal Strike debuff which reduces the healing by 50%. Whipperroot getting popped as well, and JMI is kiting Gorthax a little bit here, but there comes the Mortal Strike from Gorthax into the JMI, into the Whirlwind, trying to get that execute range here. Whoever gets into the execute range first will be Gorthax, and Gorthax goes down.
Man.
Oh, I think that healing potion was a mistake.
Yeah, that definitely was a mistake. I did see Jay try to get a disarm too, but I think there was a miss from it, and Gorthax goes down. JM just coming up into the top.
Yeah, I think that was a big mistake from Gorthax not going for that lip, man. I think he should have popped the lip and just blasted it. I don't think
insane from Jay.
Doesn't seem like Gorthax is gonna get a new headset today, sadly. Okay, here comes the duel, Savix. What did you say about this one?
Toilet paper. But this is gonna be the game of Curse of Tongue, and you can also see Snutz popping an early restoration pot to remove all the dots. He is juicing up the pet as well, going for that early kill. I'm not sure where the other Warlock is. Is he just backing up?
I don't know why he's just running away, letting Snutz just dot up that pet there.
That was the biggest miss I've seen in my life. At least summon a new pet if he's gonna run away, right? So
the pet is already dead.
But The pet is dead. The title charm goes through. He's just gonna melt now. No pet. He's trying to banish it. There's a curse of tongue. The fear is being casted, but he still has a restoration.
The
bar,
reflect on the fear from Snutz.
Insane reflect coming through from him. And the dots are gonna take him, and I don't see 4 taking this, man.
Yeah, it's looking really rough for 4. Even though Snutz have less health and less mana, 4 has no pet, and that Fell Hunter is massive. It is such a good pet to have around, man. The silence that it gives off, and there's actually a Fell domination to another pet, and now Snutz is already pummeling this one. He's feeding in the Shadow Ball procs into the pet, and he's just trying to get that pet down because he knows that whoever gets the pet down is the one that's going to be in favor in this duel here. And the other pet is about to go down. Force has a Curse of Tongues up, and there is another pet going down. Force actually hasn't even killed a single one of Snutz's pets, and Snutz has already done it twice. He goes for the banish instead there. Maybe he just wants to keep that pet banished and go for Snutz, but Savix, I don't think Force is looking good, even though the health and mana is better on his side. Snutz just has this ball game running in his court.
It's not good. He could try to spam banish all he wants, but it's not gonna do that much. Snutz trying to do his best to close this, and he still has that pet advantage. He's shooting his free shadow bolts, and Force is gonna take down. He doesn't have a lot to do here. The banish does land. There is that shadow protection once again, and the wand action might be happening here. There's that fear. Snutz also has another pet summon. If he gets slow, he can summon a Void Walker, and the fear will melt him.
Ooh, I like that he devours. Yeah, he devours the corruption with the pet that he has, and he keeps the tries to keep the other warlock in combat here. But he actually might get the summon ready. But there is the pet silence, and Force is looking rough now. Snutz did a great job at removing that corruption with his pet, and then getting a full bandage up here. And Force didn't really get to do anything while he was doing that. And I think Snutz is looking like he's gonna take him down here, and there goes down Force. Snutz just controlled that battle completely, man. He did a great job at handling the pet, and it was really smart focusing on that pet from Snutz.
I don't know. Jaelaw looks prepared. He has Skull of Impending Doom. He has his flash set up. He gets scattered immediately. No charge out of I don't know if he got to change his gear here. This not.
Oh, he didn't.
He's actually switch his gear. Jaelaw might lose this, actually. There is a restoration pod. He's trying to get that root removed, but it's not removing. He wants to charge really badly. He needs to get that rocket helm and reset his gear. This is really bad for Jaelaw in the wrong gear. There is the house going through. The thorium grenade is being thrown. Resist comes through. Recklessness is being used. There's a deterrence being counterplayed as well. Peace is doing fantastic as well here. He needs to get that trap, and he does get the trap landed.
So that's the big pummage from the warrior. Jaelaw still does have rocket boost though, but he does not have a fab ready. He's not really
the flash just healing him top though, Guzu. He's just full health, Andy.
There is the rocket boots into the helmet, getting that distance closed off. They're canceling the rocket boots so they doesn't backfire on him. Very good here. He might go for some Sunders, but he's opting for the instant opener here. There's an AGM from Peaceblade. How did he get that thing? AGM is a big shield you can get from the Stranglethorn Veil there, but there's a scatter into the trap here. Peaceblade is prepared for this duel here, Savix. I don't know. This is looking kind of rough for Jaelaw. He's going through.
Got that AGM, but as well as where is his pet, Guzu?
I don't think he has his pet out yet. He's not really using his pet quite yet, which is maybe because he doesn't want Jaelaw to sweeping strikes and build rage off of it.
Rage, and yeah, that might be it. He's trying to cut. He needs to switch off of Cheetah form soon, but he does get a lucky concussion stun. He's trying to look at the ogre suit for some reason right there. He really wants to get that ogre suit. He does get it through. Maybe there's a little
secret jutsu, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a jutsu to batch. I've never seen that before, but the trap does land. He's trying to get his trinket across.
Yeah, swapping his trinkets.
But he will not be able to swap it.
There's the trinket. He's trying to swap his trinkets to his Frost Reflector and the title charm next time he leaves combat. That's why he's queuing those up there. He also has another rocket boots and a helmet queued up as well. And there's actually a big connection there with the damage. And he has aspect of the running slow on, which means that Jaelaw is now pummeling into him here. And Jaelaw is actually looking very favorable there. But there is the scatter into the trap. And now Peaceblade wants to try to see if he can reset here and get some distance. Jaelaw is actually doing quite a good job at keeping up the pressure and really trying to pump into Peaceblade. But Peaceblade does not want to have any of it. He wants to create that distance, and Jaelaw did not get to really change up his trinkets, which is unfortunate here. There's the pet coming up there into the instant slow, and the Rage Builder, and he does have aspect of the Days on here, but he doesn't get...
shots are brutal.
Yeah, he doesn't get the distance closed in. There is the sticky glue, but it doesn't seem to be connecting to Peaceblade, and he's keeping that nice little distance. And then another concussive shot, Savix. This is looking rough for Jaelaw.
Oh my god, this is looking very rough for Jaelaw. He does have a grenade. He's getting this invite from this weird person. He does get the intercept. He does have a nade. If he doesn't get this frost trap, it might be Monka's. Is it going to be resist? It doesn't resist. And Jaelaw might be in big trouble. But the fear comes through, breaks early. He's doing some damage here. He could potentially end it here. But the Rocket Helm reset the Berserker Rage on the Rocket Helm. Jaelaw might take this over. He still has a Rocket Helmet and another Gnomish Rocket Boots. But Peaceblade just might finish him in the melee fight here when Jaelaw should be winning. The execute range is here. It might be over.
Oh, the execute comes off from Jaelaw, and this might be the end for Peaceblade. There is the Rocket Helmet, and he can set this.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, the bandage, Jaelaw. No way he did it. Bonk.
There it is.
Good deal, man.
Wow.
Damn. Honestly, very well played though from Peaceblade. I will say, he played that really good. But honestly, Warrior is hard when they're fully prepped and geared. Damn.
Ziqo versus Cdew. Gosh, I think Ziqo takes this, man. Zico's on the next level. And I think Ziqo will be fighting one of the Hunters. And it will be a rough match because both of these Hunters are incredibly good. Mez and Bean.
Yeah,
I feel like Ziqo should be fighting someone else though, but
also I'm getting information here from my Twitch chat that the ogre suit is to increase the leeway actually, Savix. So he gets higher leeway. Yeah, so he increases his leeway because he plays an undead. So he goes into ogre suit to make his melee range longer. That was really big brain from Jaelaw.
Big brain indeed here. So tune into Zico's then.
Yes, I'm watching Ziqo.
All right.
So, Shaman versus Mage. I heard Ziqo said that he was playing an anti-caster build here, so he wants to like probably maybe get Ziqo into like a point where he can just like purge off all his stuff and then, you know, get in with the big juicer damage with the dagger here. He's going with the life force dagger, I believe, and also a skull flame shield. So he wants to slowly whittle down Ziqo and see if he can kill him. But Ziqo has infinite resets, so this might be a rough one from Cdew, I think. He's been donor walling everybody today. Well, kind of because I'm talking to the tournament.
There is that title charm coming through and the polymorph.
I can't really talk to chat that much when I'm doing this.
Ziqo just wandering down the totems, getting ready to queue up his trinkets. All the totems are down. Will he get... Oh, the net backfires.
I am reading chat, I just can't respond.
Ziqo is trying to max range. There's that grounding tunnel coming through. There's that thorium grenade coming through. He pops a nice fire ward to take less damage. And getting a nice frost bullet. He's going to try his max range as much as possible. There's a reflect as well. Cdew's playing very, very well here. There's that polymorph coming through, but immune comes through. Cdew's looking good on mana here.
Yeah, I think Cdew, I don't know. Ziqo is doing a really, really good job kiting Cdew away, like making sure he doesn't get the openers up there. There's already 2 trinkets used from Ziqo as well here. And there is the sleeping dust, and now he gets the big distance here. And Cdew is also doing a very, very good job at trying to swap those weapons when he gets close. And there's the rocket boots coming off in the grounding totem for the big, juicy frostball, so he can't slow him. But there's the skeleton now, and they just get absolutely chunked by Cdew here. Good distance being created from Ziqo, even though the big shaman there has the rocket boots. And there is the purge getting spammed. All those delicious buffs that he's been collecting and asking people for is getting removed now, like a nice juicy purge action. Cdew has a lot of mana still, and Ziqo is actually looking a little bit on the back foot here, Savix. Do you think Cdew has a chance to take this?
Absolutely not. It looks like he's in the back foot, but Zico's just going to poly him when he has no mana. He's going to drink up to full bodybuilder style action. You know it better than I do. He's queuing up his medicine pouch. He's getting a little invitation. I think this is a little bit of a griefer here. We saw it in Jaelaw stream too. These guys are keep invite spamming, which is kind of annoying. There's that polymorph into the wand, breaking down the totems. It'll be smart for Ziqo to get some mana drink here, and there it is, the mana drink happening. He will go for another poly and drink full. So this is a mana game too. He's gonna wither down the stand man, and there's that fat mana potion being used early so he could casting, and there's that arcane bomb to whittle away his mana here into a silence. The root coming through, big shatter combo, and a fire blast. Gets netted, but easily blinks out. He's queuing up his medicine pouch. It's not working, so he has to click it in the bar here. Finally goes through. There is that grounding totem, and Cdew's looking halfway mana, getting withered away, and the greater protections are all fading away. He will start taking a lot of damage here, and there is that mechanical cock being used with the dragons, and there is that thorium nade landing onto Ziqo.
Yeah, I think Ziqo is doing a very good job at kiting Cdew here and like making sure that he slowly burns down that mana, using the arcane bomb whenever he can to like get a little bit of like that mana reduced down here, because Ziqo does have an ability to reset and get full mana, but Cdew does not have the same ability because he is a shaman. He's getting absolutely clobbered here. There is also the final combo in. He's gonna remove that grounding totem, and there might be a big frostball into a cock coming out from Ziqo here. This is going to be a very, very rough one for Cdew unless it falls off early. But there's the arcane bomb. It's going to be to a silence. There's a potion coming off from Cdew, but the cock came out from Ziqo, and the cock is big. There is the block as well into the big juicy frost nova into another cock, but he's fully now. Cdew is somehow manages to stay alive here, which is actually quite impressive throughout the onslaught of Ziqo here. So now it is a little bit of a standstill because there is nothing that Ziqo can really do here to kill him unless he can get the evil.
Ziqo just needs to buy time. 25 seconds, he can get a fat mana potion soon. So he's just gonna probably buy that time, and Zico's just whittling him down. He does have a medicine pouch still, so he's not really scared in terms of damage. That rank 1 frostbolt, and there's that demon pouch being queued in, as well as the engineering items. There is that grounding. He doesn't want to get slowed. He wants to get that clobber, big Arcanite Reaper damage, but he's not being able to connect here. There is that grenade and some desperate heals going through by the stand man, but the counter spell comes through. There's that rank 1 frostbolt and that potion being used, like I mentioned, and there's that Nova, and Ziqo will try to close this battle with another arcane bomb.
This is gonna be it, Savix.
Tapping him into silence, and yeah, that's it right there.
That's it. Cdew goes
Ziqo
down.
taking the W.
Cdew goes down, and Ziqo is one step closer to $50,000. Alright, so what do you think is going to happen here against Bean and Mess, dude? This honestly could be a toss-up here, but Bean is playing an Orc and Mess is playing a Torrent. There's I think there was a Mortar into a Sleeping Dust off the bat there from Mess here, and we're gonna see if they can be able to go through this. But Bean is trying to get a little bit of distance, trapping the pet here, and now he's trying to get away from Mess here, and Mess is trying to follow in here and see if he can get close to distance. So it seems like Mess is on the offensive right now.
What is that double spam fire we just saw?
I don't know, but I'm seeing a lot of beans in the middle of my screen.
There is a lot of beans in the screen. There is a scare beast coming through, and that rocket helmet, the Viper Sting into a mark, trying to get that distance, and Mez just takes it off instantly. The poison, beautiful plays coming through. There's that Viper Sting once again. They're trying to drain each other.
And Bean is not removing it.
Coming through.
He let so many ticks of the Viper Sting go through before he removed it, but Mez is doing it instantly. As soon as that Viper Sting comes off, he removes it here. There is a reset, but it actually gets hit by Fred, which is Mez's best friend, the little pet there, soaking up that trap. Really well done there by Mez here. And now Bean is actually on the back foot. It seems he's been on the back foot this entire time so far. Mez has been very, very much punishing here, but Bean is actually doing a lot of damage now, turning the tables around a little bit there with the Viper Sting going into Mez.
As well. Oh, insane concussion shot by Mez.
Oh, but they're both fully now. It might be a toe-to-toe damage here. Arcanite Reaper versus two dual-wield weapons there. Mez is actually fully but so is Bean. That Viper Sting is just taking both of them there. It is absolutely rough here to be both of them, honestly, because this seems to be like a toss-up.
This is a melee battle, and it appears Bean's pet was slept the whole time by Mez here. This is just going to be a melee hunter battle with the pets clobbering. Who's the Pokemon trainer right now? There's that pop being used by Bean, and just 0 mana, not being able to do things here. There is that proc from Bean, but Bean is a little bit lower here. I'm not sure what cooldowns Mez has left, but Bean is not looking good as well here. There is that trap. He might potentially get a big shot, but he's getting burned down by the pet here. I'm not sure if that was a misplay trapping. He's taking more damage.
Ooh, good trap by Bean there, though.
Very good trap on the pet. Oh, Man, this
Oh,
is such a
there's the
close
sleeping
fight.
dust. This is good for Bean. He got the pit trapped. He got Mess in his sleep. He can get a full bandage.
Get a full bandage right now.
Swap
Yes,
his
you said
trinkets.
at the
This
same
is
time.
huge for Bean.
Oh my god, this is huge indeed. Nice pet control right there. Almost broke it instantly. Oh, Mess might be on the back foot here. There is that Viper Sting coming through. He's drinking, trying to close up the distance. I think Bean is in the upper
Bean
hand.
really played that well there. Viper's thing coming off as well. Mess is going to have no mana, but so does Bean as well here. But the mana war is not the most important one. It is the health
the
that
sleeping
matters.
powder gets resisted on the pet. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't. Oh, gosh.
So this is not looking good for Mez. Mez was trying to put this pet to sleep, but it
And
missed,
Bean is now
there's that
netting him
net.
because he got to reset those trinkets. So now they're just clobbering each other down who can get the biggest crits. But there's a mana pot coming from Bean so he can multi-shot into the big shot as well there. And he might actually take down Mess here. He could feign death as well to remove it. But there's a scatter coming in. But Mess is fully drained from that Viper Sting there. Mess is actually drinking is that a medicine pouch, I believe? I don't know what he just popped there, but that was definitely something to heal him. Scare Beast going on to Fred there. And the bandage is coming off cooldown right in 2 seconds. And there's the full bandage for Bean, and Bean is looking very good now.
Oh my god, what an insane play here. Bean still has 3 Titan Flasks, so I feel like Bean has the upper advantage unless Mez has some Titan Flask as well, but maybe he's forgetting. But dude, this is such a close match. This is insane.
Scatter, I think Bean is going to take this one, Savix. He got it!
Win. Holy shit.
What a duel, man.
That's the shit I do, baby!
Holy shit, man.
Damn!
Let's go, baby!
Bean comes off on the top. That was fucking insane to witness.
That scatter with the pit sleep and the reset was so clean. Oh my gosh. That is what Bean does.
I wonder if the sleep landed on Bean's pet, if Mess could have took that too.
I think he could have, man. But that's how classic is. It's RNG.
I'm gonna have to give it to my boy Sonii, man.
Oh my god. I think so too. I think he can definitely he can close the gap. I would say so. I don't know. I think like Zeroji wants to be able to run away from Sonii, but Sonii has been really good at closing up the gap and everything like that. He really has been good at doing that. All right, let's see what happens too. So the scatter shot, he actually didn't get the charge off there. So the scatter shot comes off from the bat there. And now Sonii wants to see if he can close in the distance. He popped a Skull of Impending Doom to see if he can get closer.
I like that because he's healing with the flask and using the skull to get speed.
Yeah.
That was an insane net close up, trying to do a lot of damage, but Sonii's
the
taking more damage. He still has 30 seconds left on the flask, so he's gonna heal up to full, and there's that fear being used. He has to close this gap. There is that helmet being used for the extra gap close. He's doing everything to just stay on top of it, but that rocket being used to get that distance, and he's just crushing this pet. Just halfway health already. He's gonna have to retreat his pet, and there it is.
Yeah, BFA was better, was getting retreated there, but there is the charge onto the pit, and he wants to finish off that pit there. He can go for the intercept now into Zeroji, and this is actually looking quite rough here. He doesn't have Fear, but he does have War Storm. If he can get rid of this, he didn't get the trap off, and this is gonna be a big overpower crit, and Sonii might be able to close the distance there, killing off the pit there. He doesn't have intercept quite up yet, but he can close the gap if he uses his rocket boots. I believe that he does have equipped. I don't know, there comes the charge into the big juicer Mortal Strike, but he does a lip from Zeroji, so he's immune for 6 seconds to physical damage. He might go for a big, nice overpower crit again here and into the execute, and this might be the end, and Zeroji goes down.
Ooh, that was a fast duel. Holy moly, man.
Rip.
Sonii taking the W, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, Warriors, they're hard, man.
I'm good. There's that Pounce landing on, the War Storm coming through, and the Hibernate coming through. Insane combination, but comes out. Doesn't get to land it prematurely. There's that sleeping powder.
It is a joke, Mordio.
NF playing super aggro, just using every single item in the Bible. And Gordan opening up his bag, trying to pull out his secret recipe so he can go cook in the kitchen or something. There's that massive Starfire coming through, and he's just getting beat by all his peasants over there. And it does absolutely Z damage because that nature pot. And Gordan's just all over him doing some melee damage. There's a dragon chili pepper popping through, and he's chewing up his little trinkets as well here. It might take a while for MF to do some damage because he has to go through those greater protection potions, and Gordan's just all over him, trying to rip him apart in the jungle as the cat form he is.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Gordan is doing a great job at keeping up the pressure, but also is Moonfire Beam. He's doing a great job at trying to get away from Gordan and really just get that distance. It's sort of somewhat similar to like the mage druid duel here, except now it's 2 druids instead. So Gordan wants to close that distance on Moonfire Beam.
I just realized, Guzu, this is for the druid #1 spot.
Oh, so the winner of this actually gets $8,000.
Yes, they have to fight it out.
This is an $8,000 duel, actually. Because the person that wins this will be the top druid in the tournament, and therefore they will get... Oh, it might not be 8k, it might be 6k or something like that. 6.3k. But that's a lot of juicers, man.
And there is that arcane bomb being used, but MF still so high on the mana. He does have to use them. The silence comes off.
5 combo
There's
points,
that
Savix!
rocket helmet.
Oh, shit!
Oh my god.
5 combo points.
He might just fucking blast it.
He might just use the wolf shit helm here. Oh no, he waited too long for the... Whoa! 6k to Gordon Ramsay! 6k!
What was MF doing? Why didn't
Holy!
he just NS heal there?
Jeg ved det ikke, man. Jeg forstår det ikke. I don't know. 6,000 bucks to Gordon right there.
Wow.
Top druid. Good job. Oh, he's pouncing the chair. He's so excited.
Man.
Okay.
Warlock versus Shaman. Here we go.
Okay, we're gonna see if he can...
I think Warlock wins this, right?
Yeah, I think the Warlock should win this. I'm gonna be really 7.5k HP. This is absolutely ridiculous.
That was a misplay though. What was that?
Rocket helmet.
Sanded into a totem, man. There is the wand coming through trying to break the totem. He should have just rocketed immediately instead of Slumber Sanding. Might have been a misplay, but he did get the opener. And there is that fear being casted through.
Resist actually
comes through.
Very lucky resist there from the Shaman there. Now the Shaman just wants to start purging off all those juicy buffs, so the Warlock will have a lot less health and a lot less usable buffs for him. There is the Fell Hunter and also the Peasant Caller coming out there. Also the Title Jump being used into the Fell Hunter's silence. So the Shaman is putting a lot of... there's being put a lot of Shaman pressure, but the Shaman popped a Mithril Insignia, which is a 30-second immunity to fear, so he won't be able to fear him now. He can choose with Death Coil since it's not a fear, but I don't know if he wants to go with that route here. Shaman is doing a great job pressuring the Warlock and slowly whittling him down, but Savix, I think he's going to be stuck in a fear very soon if he doesn't manage to kill that Tremor.
He doesn't have a lot of cooldowns left. He did already use the Shadow Reflector and the Mithril, and the totem goes down. There's an insane death coil into a resist, and there's that grounding totem too. Kind of unfortunate by Infestor here missing those two. And there's that arcane bomb being missed as well here. There is that fear coming through. There was a silence to cover up the totem, but another resist coming through. This is insane. He's getting so much fear resist. It is not playing in his favor. There's that big chain lightning being casted through, and the pet gets bursted down. He needs to land one fear, but it's just getting...
Oh, this Warlock! This Shaman is popping off, man! Sorry,
Shaman is popping off indeed here.
What the fuck?
I'm not sure if he has a lot left here. There was a desperate heal.
Oh my god.
Infestor in a dangerously low spot. He needs to get a fear, but he still has
gonna
Tremor,
go down.
and I think he's just gonna go down from the RNG, and that's classic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's that fear. One last time, sending his pet to break the Tremor to get this fear. There's a Tremor still on the left, but it doesn't tick. It does finally tick. You get a little bandage proc. The pet is on him. Warlock is hiding away much as possible, trying to melt him away. There is that Earth Shot coming through. It might just be a wand battle. He should just go for the wand. He live taps. Channeling another fear.
No, he doesn't
Get
go
the
down.
fucking
What?
fear.
No!
Holy fuck.
No, the Shaman loses.
Might takes this.
The Shaman loses now, I think.
He could get maybe one less.
Because he's
eating.
He's having
his
a dinner,
GG,
man.
boys.
No way.
No way. He might actually hit through
Oh,
the
frost
pet's too
shock.
far away to silence. The pet's too far away to silence. And the resist comes through once again. The sleeping powder, the Tremor totem. He has to wand down the totem. He doesn't and goes down. What a fucking RNG battle that was. Holy shit.
Dude, Infestors had so bad RNG, man. I'm not gonna lie, he resisted that Shaman resisted so much stuff, man.
So many fear. That's devastating.
Here
we go, Guzu. There is that opener with the nature cap with the rocket right away. I don't know how these guys are not predicting it, because the priest has been doing this every opener where they rocket helmet. They should be chicken, right?
Sorry, talk.
Are you getting choked by Mordio or something? What's happening?
I think so. It's like witchcraft. I don't know. Okay, go
Anyways, there is that purge spam coming through. All the pets are out. Gordan Ramsey's getting absolutely pounded. There's that blackout proc. Great RNG by Hydra. Hydra taking Z damage. Gordan's actually healing Hydra or something. Hydra taking no damage at all. Gordan's just melting away. He does have that arcane and tries to cast, but he cancels it out for some reason and goes back into bear farm. I'm not sure what he's thinking. There's that fear, and he's just gonna get silenced and blackout proc. Oh my. What
full
is
silence
RNG
into
on
blackout proc
Hydra?
into, dude, Hydra, he should buy a lottery ticket because he is definitely God damn, and now he's dude, he just does this where he just starts doing the mind flay and they just die. They just melt.
Dude, Hydra just destroyed. Holy shit, that
Damn.
was so one-sided.
Gordan is still a happy man though, because he took home $6,000 for being the top druid.
I want Snutz to win. I want to see Ziqo versus Snutz. I think that's the fight everyone's been waiting for.
That is definitely a final boss battle, that's for sure here. There is a rest.
Very for sure. Dude, this guy's playing super aggro. He's putting grounding totem, tremor totem, restoration potion, but Snutz gets that fear. Did he purge that with the pet or?
I think he did.
He still has it. It's just bad tick, I guess. It broke him out so late.
Yeah, I mean,
Trying to get that ghost wolf form.
The Shaman is looking in a bad spot here though, because he's already used his Restopod and Snutz hasn't really used too much stuff yet. He does have a minute cooldown left on his potion, but he has 9 toilet papers left that he can use. But he probably wants to save that for the final boss. There
9 toilet paper.
He has 9 toilet paper, indeed he does. So he's
Dude,
slowly.
do you crumble your toilet paper or fold?
I crumble my toilet paper, yeah.
Why do you fucking crumble? That's a 5-year-old accusation right there.
Bro, it's just better, man. You get more surface area.
No, it does not.
No, it
Listen,
really is.
when you come to BlizzCon, I'm gonna show you how to fold it, okay?
I would prefer you not to teach me how to fold my toilet paper.
I can even help you, like show
Savix,
you
I do
how.
not want you to help me to go to the toilet, man.
I mean,
okay,
you
I want to
seem
see
like
what's
you
gonna happen in
obviously
this
need
duel
help,
right now,
man.
Savix. I'm not going to the toilet with you.
There's no reason to talk about the duel because Snutz is gonna absolutely destroy Bigsad, and Bigsad's gonna be real sad like I am.
Yeah, okay, but
It's
yeah,
over.
that is very true. I think this shaman is probably living up to his name because I think he's Bigsad.
The shaman still made it super far, so he should be super proud.
I think I'm gonna go to bed. No, you gotta stay here, Mordial.
There is that sleeping powder, and Snutz will just
You're enjoying this
melt him away
tournament.
with the 2 dots.
Mordial, there's like 4 more duels.
Talk.
Yeah, I think the shaman goes down here. I'm not gonna lie.
Mathematically speaking, though, if you crumple it, you only get to like use it like a fidget spinner and you're done, right? But if you fold it, you can use it multiple times.
No, because you can
even use
crumble it multiple ways, Savix. Your objective POV, what do you think, man? Sonii versus Ziqo, warrior versus mage, fully decked out, all consumables, everything.
I feel like if Ziqo lives the first few minutes, he wins.
They're
And
about to
he's
start
good.
right now, by the way. They are starting now. Here it is. Oh, he actually
we
ran
go.
before the duel started. I saw a little bit there, but I
wow.
don't know if that's... Oh, okay, that's how it goes. The chicken getting popped, also the restoration potion, so he cannot get sleeping dust there. He actually popped also... I don't think he's used his flask yet, so he's hoping that he can maybe get a reset and then pop the flask later on. We've seen from earlier duels that the warriors are actually quite tanky versus mages, and he's equipping that shield when he's kiting him. He actually doesn't have a shield, he has a skull there. There's the Arcanite Reaper removing the root there, I believe with a spider build, but there is another sleeping dust, which it doesn't have. It doesn't actually, it's not removing the sleeping dust right now with his restoration potion here. So now Sonii is looking a little bit in a rough spot, Savix.
Yeah, Sonii is in the rough spot, but he still has a lot of cooldown left, and Ziqo is just PvE farming. There is that rocket helmet, but instantly cancels it out with an ice block. There is that shatter combo, and there is all those toilet paper being used. Make sure to crumble it like guzu so you get all the surfaces, and you can keep crunching it up, ladies and gentlemen. And he is summoning the Book of the Dead soon, re-equipping it. He will probably change his trinket as well. There is that Frostbolt going through. Sonii kind of having a difficult time closing in. I'm not sure how many toilet paper he has left, Guzu.
I'm not sure that one either, but it's looking very rough for Sonii here. He's actually taking a lot of damage, even though he has all those big juicy bombs up. There's the arcane bomb, it actually hits. It has a very short range, so it's actually quite incredible that he got that off there. Now he's trying to run away. Maybe he's trying to get
off, and there is that toilet paper spam, Guzu. I don't know how many toilet paper. That's a lot of toilet paper is being used.
Yeah,
He's
he used them
using it
all.
all here. I don't think he has any toilet paper left.
Yeah, the toilet paper is not getting off here.
Now, but there is that fire, reflect, or
Sonii wants to get that reset so he can either get a charge or either get like a flask with the healing pot there. But I just don't think there's any way Sonii can really connect, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for sure. It has to be like a fear, but Ziqo still has cold snap blocked, so he will not let him reset, and he doesn't want to get caught in a dangerous spot. There is the fab, but he still has the slow on him, so he won't be able to catch up to him. Ziqo doing a fantastic job, and there is that rocket helmet, not giving him any of that fab. And there is the evocation being casted through. He might go for a poly after this to keep him chained up, but there is that charge. He will sit this one. There's a sleeping powder immediately coming through.
Yeah, I don't think Sonii is looking very good here. He was trying to fab, but Ziqo said, no, it's no fab November. You're not going to do this today here. So there is the charge coming in there, but the classic counter with the blink after the charge, and he just can't get close in that distance there. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I don't think Sonii is going to take this at all.
Yeah,
it is not a good look.
That's a double cock right there, and my goodness, man.
Yeah.
Holy moly!
It's gonna be hard to say, man. They're agreeing to the duels already here, and I think it's gonna go up soon. I think Snutz is probably the favorite dueler here, but I would love to see Ziqo take it. Ziqo is one of the boys. I think he is an amazing guy. He's one of the classic creators I've talked to probably more than others, so I hope that Ziqo can take it. It will be really awesome to see, but he's gonna have to go through Snutz, and Snutz is not a simple wall to break down, even if you have the biggest bulldozer of them all here. So Ziqo is gonna try to like build up a bunch of damage, obviously, maybe try to get through all of those massive protection potions that the Snutz have. Maybe try to kill the pet as well if possible, because that way he can not have the spells from the Fell Hunter here, Savix. But I'm not really too sure if he's going to be able to do that. The powerful thing about a mage is that they can reset with the polymorph, but I don't think Snutz is going to let him do that here. There's a lot of pits coming off from Ziqo into Snutz and trying to juice it up here. There is a Frost Reflector, but Ziqo returns that into a Fireball instead, and he does a little bit of AoE farming to try to kill those pits that Snutz have now summoned up, Savix. What is Snutz and Ziqo supposed to do here to win?
Snutz is losing a lot of mana, but keep in mind it doesn't matter. He has life tap and he has multiple ways to heal up. He has a potion, a candy, whipper tuber, sugar tea, and just so much things. Even medicine pouch, reset with the goblin helmet. This is the mana game. He is going for that sap with the mortar.
I like that he's going for the pit.
He's going for the pit. Yes, this is an incredible play, but Snutz comes out, silences. He doesn't want his pet to go down. The pit is so low. I would like to see Ziqo finish it, but the fear comes through. There's that ice block, playing aggressive, resist on the Nova onto the pet. There is that frostball coming onto the pet, and down goes the first pet. There is that insta summon by Snutz. There is that Will of the Forsaken coming through on the sleeping powder. He has to kill it one more time. He has one more block. This is kind of getting close here. The greater shields are all fading away, and Ziqo just re-popping the potions. He is getting incredibly low here. He is using that mana potion and killing that Yeti. This is a nice trade though. This is not bad. They're kind of both resetting, but Snutz does not want this to reset.
I think it's actually almost like a favorable reset here for Ziqo, because Ziqo still has a cold snap, so he has another block, and also Snutz has used a summon there. So if Ziqo can manage to kill the second Fell Hunter here, he actually might be looking quite good, and he opted for the mana potion instead. What's up?
I think Ziqo just ate his last food, and he only has Argent Dawn food, and the Mage Conjure food is a lot stronger.
Oh, he did!
He just ran out. This is kind of code red for him. He does have
actually very bad. He has 36 foods left here, so that's gonna be very bad for Ziqo actually. I don't think that's something he wants to like have happen mid in the duel here. The fear is gonna go off here, and he's not able to remove it because he doesn't have Will of the Forsaken. He's spamming that dust, trying to get the dust on Snutz. Maybe he wants to kill that pit.
But he's getting feared the opposite ways. This is so bad for him right now.
It's actually horrible.
Because he needs to be closer to the sand, but it's just
the
pathing of the sphere is insane. And there is
Insta Will of the Forsaken though. Oh, it was the pet, yeah.
Yeah, pet devoured it instantly, which is fucking insane.
He needs to kill that pet died.
That ice spirit, yeah, he needs to kill this pet fast.
I think
if he doesn't get this pet down,
foot.
Yeah, he's in the back foot right now. Unless he gets this pet killed and polymorphs.
Yeah, I don't know. He wants to get Snutz in a
this-
polymorph and then try to get that pet down, because that pet, it makes so he can't sleeping dust, he can't like polymorph him, he can't get that reset. That pet is just destroying Ziqo so bad, and Snutz knows it. That's why he tries so good to keep it alive. There's the block coming off there. That's the second block from Ziqo. That means that he doesn't have cold snap anymore now, and Ziqo is looking very, very, very bad here. There is not a death call comes off from the seep there. There's a shadow
light.
reflector trying to polymorph Snutz now, but he's ranging it. Very well played from Snutz there. God, this is looking bad for Ziqo, Savix.
You gotta tip the hat to Snutz though. His
Yeah.
plays are incredible as well.
And
This
he
is
goes down.
insane. And down.
Well, it didn't
goes
work.
Snutz.
GG's.
I mean Ziqo.
God.
Damn. 07 in the chat. That was the final
excited.
round.
GG's.
GG. Big round of applause.
Snutz. We're gonna
GG,
have to grab him
amazing
in here
casting.
for an interview
Incredible with you.
momentarily.
One of
You
my
too,
best
Savix.
friends.
What a
That was
moment.
really fun to do.
Incredible.
And I guess we close it out because me and you were both fucking tired.
Yo, GG.
Huge congrats to Snutz though.
GG's.
That was
boys.
insanely well played all the way through the tournament. There were so many amazing duels that we got to watch, and seriously, Savix, thank you for coming on and wanting to like co-cast this little mini tournament.
Yeah, we didn't even
watch
plan
party.
this. Just happened. With
Yeah, this was a lot
random
of
call
fun,
we
but
had. It was great.
Congrats and a quick shout.
All right. I will...